Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Penina Kansime. Others add my third name Joy. Kansime Joy Penina, but it's one person. I'm the one. So last time on this channel we talked about what to do things when they don't go the way you planned. You plan A and C happens. You plan D and K happens. What to do? We discussed a few things. Please, if you didn't watch that video, watch that video. You will know where we are going and where we are coming from. Please do. So today I wanted to talk about how to rise up again, how to bounce back, because one of the things we discussed previously was to keep your focus. Remember, now you're keeping the focus, but how do you bounce back? How do you bounce back your energy, your zeal, your positive vibes? How do you do it? So one of the things these are some of the things that like I shared in the previous video, have worked for me. So I believe they're going to work for another Christian out there, to another soul out there. When you go through something, sometimes you feel like sharing what has worked for you, so that you help another person stand, another person rise up again. So the first point I would advise the person is that you who is watching, is start from where you are. Right there where you are. Many times when we would be looking for role models, aspirations in life, you look at people from up there. I'm looking up to Sarah Jakes. Babes, you don't know where Sarah Jakes started from. You get it? So start from where you are. That's your journey. Own your journey. And the only way to own your journey is to start from where you are right now. You are going through what you're going through for a reason, like I said previously. So start from where you are by doing what you like to do most. Something that brings satisfaction to your soul. Something that gives you happiness. And when you look at the vision that you have, it may be scaring you. But like I'm saying, start from where you are, doing what you know how to do best, because the knowledge and the zeal and the wisdom are not of yours, but they are of God. They are of God for a purpose, that this is not something one day you look up to and say, I did it on my own. People have to see the God that worked this thing out. So start from where you are. If it is a small kiosk, start from that kiosk. If it's a nursery school teaching job, start from that one. Teaching is a calling. It is not just a profession. Teaching is a calling. So start from where you are. And when you take the first step by starting, the energy to continue, the hardest thing is always to start, especially after setback. Start. When you start, the zeal, the energy to continue will keep coming, but it can only come when you start. So take the first step of faith and start. Faith without actions is dead faith. It's only faith if there is an action following it. You get my point? You believe, then you act. You don't act, then you believe. You believe, then you take a step. You get my point? So take a step of faith and start from where you are. That's your story. Own it. Own it as it is. That is you. Then the other thing is I would advise you to get an accountability partner. It can be a coach. It can be a friend, but someone who knows you, someone who believes in what you are called to do, someone who believes in you, someone who believes in your potential, someone that will hold your hand, someone that you will receive advice from. Advice is always given, but the receiving part is different. Someone can say something and you feel offended. So get an accountability partner to hold your hand this time around. Don't walk alone. Why should you walk alone? There are many people. Why? Yeah, so get an accountability partner. It can be a coach, it can be a friend. I would advise a coach in that very area that you have started. Remember, the first point was start. In that very area that you have started, to hold your hand, to remind you, to keep you on course. In scriptures, it says when Jesus was baptized in the river Jordan by John the Baptist, he was led by the Holy Spirit into the wilderness. The Holy Spirit went as a helper. We wouldn't have made it without the help of the Holy Spirit. So we all need that help. We all need that person to hold our hands, that person who believes in us. And usually that person is someone who has gone ahead in what you're walking in. So they know the steps you're taking, they believe in you, and they somehow see where you're going. You get my point? And also, still on that one, building on it, get a mentor. People mistake a mentor and a coach to be one, or an accountability partner to be a coach. A mentor may not be someone that you're going to be with like an accountability partner, but a mentor is someone who has expertise, literally, in the field you are in the field you are working in right now. So please, once in a while, be able to share. Let them mentor you. Let them show you the way. Let them, and be open to counsel. Be open to rebuke. There are roles of a coach and a mentor that somehow are alike, but these are two different people, and you need both in your life. Then the other thing I would advise you is this time around, set goals. Don't walk blindly. We are ending the year and starting another year. Don't wait to set the goals in 2024. Start the goals right now for you to get up. Set the goals. Sometimes goals are so stretched. They are for a period of time. But these goals, for them to be achieved, break them into tasks that you can do on a daily. You get it? I can give an example. If you have a goal of reading a book, of reading a chapter of a book. Sorry, reading a book is the goal. So giving yourself a chapter a day is a task. You make sure you don't go to sleep without reading a chapter in this book. If it's a book, let me give an example of Dream It, Pin It by Terry. Make sure you read that chapter every day. You get my point? Read that chapter every day for you to be able to complete the goal. Goals that are not broken into objectives and tasks are hard to achieve. I know you set goals at the beginning of the year, but if we ask where they are and what you did, darling, you know yourself. Not laughing, but you know. So break your goals into tasks. This has helped me a lot. There are very many apps that can remind you on phone. There are very many apps that can remind you on your goals. You can do a keep, you can do notes, you can have a journal. There are very nice daily journals where you can jot down your tasks so that you're able to follow through your daily tasks. Then the other point is find like-minded people. People who are walking where you're walking. In this thing, one thing I realized as we walk and write our stories, you need like-minded people who are going where you're going. We are uniquely gifted. You might find my strength is your weakness is my strength. So you need like-minded people so that you keep feeding your mind with the right thoughts. You keep feeding your mind with the right words. Words are seeds. The company you keep will corrupt you. It's talked about in the book of Proverbs several times. Bad company corrupts good morals. Don't sit in the seat of the scorners, and many other scriptures. So get like-minded people that will build you, people that will challenge you. If you're in a circle where you're the best or you're all the same, sweetheart, look for friends. Look for friends who are going to take you to your next level, take you to the next direction. Like friends that will help you to rise up again from where you are right now. Friends that will challenge you, not friends that are just taking away from you and not adding any value on you. Then lastly on this, I would encourage you to try your best and create new patterns. New patterns, because everything we are talking about, goal setting, like-minded people, a mentor, a coach, doing what you like to do best, all those things, create new patterns. You get my point? What are new patterns? I'm talking about the new patterns that will help you stay on course. Patterns that will help you to rise up and be stable on ground again. So if you have been waking up at 8, this time around change, because the tasks that you have and the goals that you've set can't be achieved if you're still having the old habits, the old patterns of life that led you to the pit. So until you change these patterns, same things will happen again. So change the patterns. You've changed friends, but now the goals you have set, how are you going to achieve them? Do you get my point? Seek knowledge. It's one of the ways of creating a new pattern. Seek knowledge. The discipline of consistency is something that tries everyone. But no one got there by chance. They were consistent at what they are doing. If you're reading the book, read it consistently. if you're meeting with a coach, don't get excuses along the way. Sometimes it can get boring, maybe. Sometimes you may feel the urge to the negative energy to pulling you back, but stay on course. Stay on course. Stay with a coach. Stay reading the book. Giving it as an example, if you're reading a book, reading the book. If you've decided to walk every morning 5 kilometers, keep the discipline. That consistency is the extra mile that will keep you on course. Do you get my point? Create new patterns that are fit for where you're going. The people who are where you want to go, what do they do? You get my point? Don't just read about them, but read their story. What do they do? You can check out their interviews. What do they do? So that you do what they do. That's the only way you will be able to grow. The next video that we'll talk about how to stay on course. This was how to bounce back. The next one will be about how to stay on course. And also, I would request you to hit the button down and subscribe to my channel. Like, share, feel free to comment. And also follow me on other channels, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. Oh, I'm also on Twitter. X. I'm also there. Same names, Kansime Joy Penina. Thank you so much for watching. A blessed Christmas. If you're traveling up country, journey masses. If you're staying here, I don't know, I've never been around for Christmas. So how does it feel? But if you're staying in Kampala, wonderful. If you're staying in Nairobi, Johannesburg, Merry Christmas, wherever you are. Let the Lord be born in you. If you've never accepted Christ as your Lord and personal Savior, this is the season. This is the time. Please accept Him. You won't regret. Subscribe. Catch you in the next video on how to stay on course. Bye-bye. Love you.